Please be right. That's not the one.
There.
Hey y'all. Hey Tanya, how are you? Hey Donna. How is everybody this afternoon? My dog is going to chime in and let you know how she's doing. So I thought tonight that we would play with the September Stamps of Life kit. And I also have my stamp and die of the month for September from the Stamps of Life. Last week we talked about having kits that come in every month and they just sit there on our counters. And so I am going to make myself, if I don't do anything but make one card a week, I'm going to make myself use these kits. They're awesome. We pay good money for them, and there's no reason why. And I say we, maybe it's just me, but they just sit on my counter every month and they're piling up. I need to use them. Christmas will be here and gone, and here I have this great set and have not used it yet. I also have a new toy that I'm going to play with. I found a Sizzix Big Shot at Tuesday Morning this weekend, and I have a Gemini Junior, but I noticed on some of my dies, especially my really thin dies, they are they bend them. The pressure is so great in that Gemini Junior that they some of my dies were warping when I used them. So you know, I found a good deal, I think, on this Big Shot at Tuesday Morning, and so I'm gonna play with some dies and with some great paper that comes in this kit. I'm gonna open this kit and we'll go through it really quickly. The Stamps of Life has really great deals on their kits. If you do the Gold Club, which I do, which is the stamps, the dies, and the card kit every month, you get 20% off on anything in their store. There's so far I've seen no exclusions on that. Even when they have really good sales, they are you get the 20% off, and so that's kind of sweet. So you know, I'll spend money to save money. That makes sense, right? You know, am I right? Anyway, getting on to the stamp and die set that I get every month. This little card comes. I went ahead and took it out of the package, but this is the little postcard that comes with it, and you get some inspiration on it. And it tells you on each of these cards what they used, what products were used. So that's really good if you want to go back and try to recreate or, you know, kind of case it and make it your own. You kind of know what they've used, even the colors of paper and stuff. So that's pretty cool. Here's the stamp. It's really nice. You've got a couple of, there's 4 greetings on this one. And then you've got this pretty wreath. And then the bow, and then with your die set, the die set fits the stamp set very well. The die set fits the wreath. You also get some extras. You've got some extra holly leaves and things, and this is to make your holly berries. You've got you're able to make them in mass instead of, you know, one at a time poking paper. So that's really cool. Also, through the end of the year, if you join their Stamp and Die Club, You get freebies in there. So this month in September, I got, well, not this month because I've already gotten my October stamp and die of the month. But in September, we got this really cool, it looks like a border die, and then 2 little frame dies. So that's pretty cool. So we'll open up the kit. We get, in the kit, you get a little postcard with it that gives you some inspiration. It tells you the paper colors that they used. The Stamps of Life is a lot like Gina K or Stampin' Up! In that their inks match their paper. So that's pretty cool. I don't have any of their inks yet. I really just started doing Stamps of Life in the last couple of months. So I don't really, I don't have any of their inks yet, but I will. I'm going to get some. And then on the back, you've got some more inspiration. They've got some really cute large dies. They're called Fold-Its. I don't have any of those yet, but I do want some. But the die makes either a large image or it can make like an A2 card, which is really cool. You get ribbon almost every month. This month our ribbon is colored. This is, the darker green is called Spearmint and the lighter green is called Mint Chip. This is Mint Chip. And it matches all the paper and everything. We've got some little Christmas tree ephemeras. Those are really cute. We've got some little, they're like starburst jewels that will match the paper. Then we've got some little light bulb ephemera, the bigger ones as well as the smaller ones. They're like the Echo Park chipboard ephemera. They're not adhesive on the back. I mean, typically when we have the chipboard ephemera, we have to add glue to it anyway. So, that works really well. I mean, why put the adhesive if we're going to have to glue it anyway? Then you get a small stamp in your card kit and a die that matches. That die will cut out the little holly leaves there and the holly berry. You have 2 sentiments on this stamp set, From Our Home to Yours, and You're in My Thoughts, My Friend. And that's something that Stephanie says all the time, the owner of the Stamps of Life, is she calls everyone my friend. So you always get envelopes, so that's really great. And they're good quality envelopes too. They're not the thin, cheapy ones. There's another die in here that says Holiday Wishes, and you get the die as well as the shadow die as well. You get a 6x6 paper pad, which is pretty cool. It matches the Stampin' Die set. There's pages in here. In this book, there's 4 pages that have the wreath and the bow on it that match exactly the die from the Stampin' Die Kit of the month. So that's pretty cool. And you get 24 double-sided sheets of paper. Then you also get cardstock. And this is the cardstock we got last month. This is the this is the spearmint. This is the green apple. Then we have mint chip, strawberry, cranberry, ginger snap, sky, midnight, and then you get 3 or 4 pieces of white that she calls powdered sugar. Then every month you get this great envelope for like a project envelope, which is really cool. And you've got a place here that you can write on it if you wanted to store stuff in there. So that's neat. Your 8.5 by 11 paper fits in there. Everything's good. If you really try, you can get the entire kit fit in this envelope. So that's kind of cool. Hi, Mackie. How are you? Good to see you. I'm sorry, my dog is very vocal today. She was left alone this morning while we went to see our tiny dancer do her thing. And so she's quite vocal today. So let's make a card with some of this great stuff. Let's see what we want to do. You know, I didn't even plan anything out. I just pulled it out and I said, I'm going to use this. So let's see. First of all, I think I'm going to do the easy thing and cut this wreath out with that die. I mean, why not, you know? Just going to pull this out. The paper is good, thick paper. I wish we could figure out a way to pull this paper out of these paper packs like this, these paper pads, without feeling like I'm going to tear it. So, all right, so I'm going to get my outline die from my package. Let's do this the easy way. What have y'all been up to today? I don't know about y'all, but the weather here in Alabama was beautiful today. We did go up to a little pumpkin patch. It's about an hour and a half drive from here, but it's close to where my granddaughter lives. And they were doing their, who needs that paper, right? They were doing their little dance there at the pumpkin patch. So we went up to see that. It's always good to see a 4-year-old and her dancing. So, and then we went out to the pumpkin patch with her and picked us out a pumpkin, and oh yeah, this is going to be fun to try to figure this out. I don't think that's it. Okay, I'm going to do a Gina K thing and cut it out of a piece of scrap cardstock because I make a little template to see if we can figure it out, because I'm not figuring that out. All upset.
There's been a wreck outside at the,
Is it bad?
yeah, they're gonna need, everybody's okay.
Okay. I'm sorry. My husband was telling me what she's barking at. Apparently there's been a wreck out in front of our house. So we have a pretty bad intersection here, and it happens every so often that we have a wreck out there. So she's quite upset about that. So here's my new baby. Like I say, I have a Gemini Junior, but I don't know. It's just too much pressure sometimes. I think on some things it's great, but some of these little thin dies, I tried to use a little die the other day that had for a slimline die, and it warped my die. I know, it in the color Pretty Bug. All right. So this is only the second time I've used my little toy. You can see now I have a happy birthday die that I used, and now this one. So let's see if this helps. Try to find out where that goes. So Bug, what is the weather like in Idaho? My sister lives in Caldwell, which is not too far from Boise. Nope. Well, I'm really sorry. She's very upset about this. Y'all, I don't know if I'll figure this out. I'm not real good at puzzles, can you tell? Is that it? No? Maybe this is it. I don't know. Can't quite figure this out. I mean, I know they say these match. It says right there, they match. Way to stump yourself on live, Cammy. You know, Mackie, I'm the same way. I love it. And I, didn't want to admit that I do have a love-hate relationship with it because, I mean, I did get it. I got it. Oh, I think I got it. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Got it. I got a really good deal on mine, so I can't complain too much. I only paid like $50 for my Gemini Junior probably about a year ago. Hobby Lobby had them and they were getting rid of them. And I saw some folks online talking about getting it for, like $50. And so I quickly sent my husband by the Hobby Lobby, which is on his way home from work, and showed him a picture of what I wanted, and he got it for me. So that was awesome. But I have an issue with it. Just have an issue with it. Oh, no, I didn't. All right. Tape. Stick, darn you. Okay. Plates. Slide that on there real quick. Let's see what we get. If I mess up, I have 3 more. Okay, let's see. Da 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 da, I think I got it. Now the purple tape's gonna stick. Didn't stick a minute ago. There we go. All right, yeah, that looks good. I wish it cut the middle out though, but I can always put a sentiment there. Let's see, do I want to cut that bow? Yeah, let's cut the bow. Now I should have done that, Mackie. Oh, I should have made a dot on it. I didn't. What a dork. I always do things the hard way. All right, let's get that bow. Okay. I'm trying to be good and remember to rotate my plates on this one. That's one of the things that I have problems with the Gemini Junior is that it would warp my plates so, even though I rotated them and all that kind of stuff. And I bought one of the scrapbook.com self heat, the magic mat. I think that's what they call it. And it warps it too. Okay, here we go. Come on. Stick right there. And you go back over here so I don't lose you. All right. I think we got the startings of our card anyway. Let's use ooh, I know what would be pretty. Gonna use that green. That is the green apple. No, that's the spearmint. I can't remember the names of the colors. Can you tell? I bought some really cool cardstock at Maymay's the other day. I had 2 of the colors, but I got this for Christmas. The ivory Sizzix card. This card is so, I mean, it's beautiful. It's got some of the most beautiful papers in it. I think I'm definitely going to use this for one of my layers. And you get different kinds too. There's the glitter. This is what they have. They've got the glitter, the soft touch. There's a brushed pearl. And I know you can't see that on the camera, but oh my goodness, it is so pretty. And then there's a pearl, and then there's a mirror that's an ivory mirror cardstock. So pretty. I think though that I want to use this glitter. Well, Mackie, you know, I've seen it done 100 times online before, and did I do it? Nah, I didn't. All right, so I think I want my card base to be the spearmint. So I'm going to cut it at 4 1/4. Then I'm going to score it. I'll move that up there so I don't cut it. 5 1/2. I'm loving this new scoreboard I got. Not scoreboard, but cutting trimmer, paper trimmer. It's really nice. I like having the scoring tool on the trimmer so that I don't have to have 2 pieces of equipment. So that's pretty nice. I also love this thing, that Ergo bone folder. My old arthritic hands, don't put that away, have a hard time holding those smaller bone folders. All right, so I'm going to cut this at 4. And y'all, the glitter doesn't come off. It's awesome. By 5 1/4. And it cuts really well too. It doesn't give you any trouble at all cutting. So let's go ahead and glue this down. Where's my art glitter glue? I have all kinds of glue over there and I don't like any of them but this one. Except for when it's stopped up. I tried the Bearly Art Glue and it's okay. But I'd much rather have art glitter glue. Hi Sheila, welcome. Glad you stopped by. So I'm going to glue this glitter cardstock down to my spearmint card base. Look how that sparkles. Hope you can see that, how good it looks. Now I think I do want to stamp a greeting on the inside of this wreath. Let's see which one I want. Oh, this Merry Christmas is really pretty. I also like that the back of their stamps are attached. I'm not one of those that likes to take the back off. I like to keep my back with my stamp set. And I'm really bad at stamping unless it's on a MISTI. So, oops, I left a stamp on there from this morning. I was in a hurry. I was decorating an envelope for my mother-in-law's birthday card. Her birthday is Tuesday. And I had a card especially picked out for her. I think I like it like that. All right. Don't stamp it upside down, dummy. There we go. And I picked out some inks beforehand. I think this VersaFine Claire Rainforest is going to match well. So I'm going to stamp that in the green. I love these VersaFine Claire inks. Sheila, I agree. It's a little bit too, it doesn't dry as quickly, and while it gives you the wiggle room, it probably gives you a little too much wiggle room. I have some more here from another company, and I generally love their products, but their glue is very much too thin. It runs more than Bearly Art, and let's stamp that again. That was the first time I've used that stamp, so it's probably just needed a little bit of conditioning. I'll be honest with y'all, I'm just going to go on and tell you. My Bearly Art glue, I had it about 3 months. I noticed that I was getting some brown in my glue, and I thought, oh, my pen is rusting. So I changed my pen out, and I'm sitting here at work one day, and I look, and y'all, it had molded in there. The glue molded, and I'm like, ugh. I was totally grossed out at that point. I'm like, I can't do it. I've had some of my Bearly Art glue for a very long time, and never had that problem. So, not my Bearly Art, but my Art Glitter Glue. So I'm like, I'm out. It was just gross to me. Clean off my little stamp here. Okay. So I'll put a little greeting back so I don't lose it. Thank you guys for stopping in with me today. I appreciate that. I know Saturdays are busy days. It seems to be really the only day that I have that I can come on and go live. I have to get rid of these fingernails. They're too long. Can't do anything with them. But Saturdays are really the only day that I can go live. That I don't have friends that are doing lives, and I don't want to interfere with what they have going on. But, you know, Saturdays in the fall are football days around here, which I love football usually. I'm an Auburn fan, and so this year we're mediocre at best, and we're playing Georgia, so that means we're getting trolloped. Glue that straight down. And then I'm going to pop up my little bow because it's my card. Got to have. Oh, Sheila's a Bama girl. Both of my children, my two older children, are Bama kids. My oldest daughter actually started college there, but she got a little bit, we say homesick, but it was more lovesick. And, ooh, Riverside, California, welcome, come on in. But she didn't meet, but she started dating the guy that is now her husband. And he graduated, and I think she was very much lovesick. And so she came back home and went to college at a small school here, a private school in Montevallo. And she did very well there. It was good for her to go there, to be in a smaller setting, because she left Alabama and she left Tuscaloosa, and I can tell you she didn't know anybody that she didn't already know when she left. That she was there for a year. And so she, when she got to Montevallo, she joined a sorority, something I never thought she would do. But she just really did well there. And she was close to her beau, and that worked out good for us because we very much adore her husband. He is who we wanted her to date for years, and she kept telling us that, oh, Mom, he's like my brother. That's just gross. And so we just kept praying. We just kept praying. There were countless people praying for those two to get together. And when they did, I was overjoyed. Just overjoyed. Let's put that bow right there. The bottom of our wreath. Y'all, that was an easy card. It took me a while to get that stinking die figured out, but that was an easy card. Let's put a white lining on the inside. And if y'all could see my craft room, seriously, it is just a mess. I have stuff everywhere. Oh, Sheila, you're right. Montevallo is a beautiful campus. And it was, she had gone to a very small high school here in Alabama that, she had like 50 people in her graduating class. And so, very small school. And the boy that she was dating when she was in high school went to Alabama, and so she did too. But when she got there, that relationship broke up, and that's when she started dating her now husband. But she seriously didn't, there's not one soul that she knows from her year at Alabama that she didn't already know. But when she got to Montevallo, she flourished. She just did so well there. She got her master's. She ended up getting her bachelor's degree in math and her master's degree in education, and she now teaches high school math. Math that's way over her mama's head. So get that in there to be able to write something on. and I will probably end up decorating the inside a little bit, but I think I've kept you guys on long enough watching me do this. So, but anyway, get those kits out and use them. I mean, I am the world's worst to not use these kits. I've got some in a rolling cart over here that have the big iris, the 12 by 12 iris cases in them. And I'm telling you, they've been there for a year and I've not touched them. So just, you know, get them out and use them. Even if you do something simple like this, y'all, it took me longer than it should have, but it's really not that hard to do. And it's quick, and you can do it in an afternoon. You could crank these out pretty quickly. You know, you can do, with that paper pad, you can do 4 like this. Then you have the stamp set that matches that you can go and do some more. Color them up, or just stamp them on green paper and do a little, you could use this stamp on the green paper and then just go in with your pencils or your markers and just put some shading in for the darker, and it would look great. It would just look fabulous. And then use your die set to cut out the berries and your bow, and just and sorry guys, but I mean, it would just be stunning to do that, and you can crank those out pretty quickly. So stopping by and spending time with me, and I hope you all have a fantastic weekend, what's left of it. I hope, if you're like me, I hope your team wins. I don't think mine's going to. And anyway, I hope you all have a wonderful weekend, and thank you again for stopping by. Hopefully I can do these on a regular basis on Saturday afternoons, and we can just hang out some. But until next week, I don't think I will be able to do one next week, now that I think of it, because I will be doing May's virtual next weekend. I'll be teaching next Saturday morning. I'm excited about that. And then in the afternoon, we'll be doing the Make It Go Round, and I have 2 projects in the Make It Go Round. So, but anyway, thanks again for stopping by. If I don't get here next Saturday, I'll probably be here the next one. So, y'all have a great weekend, and remember, use those kits. And I want you all to know how much you mean to me, and how much I love the fact that you came in and spent a few minutes with me this afternoon. I really enjoy it. So, oh, Lynn, great. You're going to take my class. I can't wait. It's going to be so exciting. Buck's going to be in my class too, so that's exciting. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. So anyway, y'all have a great weekend. I love you. Be blessed.